All right, so this one really makes sure that you know like the definitions of like standard deviation and stuff like that. Okay, because it says if you go 3 standard deviations out on either side of the mean, we get a range of or an interval of values from 10 to 34 hours. So okay, that means okay, here is our little visual for you. Okay, our means here in the middle, and we're going 1, 2, 3 out from that side, and 1, 2, 3 out from that side, and we get a interval from 10 to 34. Okay, so the first couple of things we want to figure out, okay, is we got to find our mean and our standard deviation from this information. Mean is pretty straightforward, okay, because we're going to be right in the middle of 10 and 34. Okay, so we can do that by just taking the average. Okay, and we end up with 22. Okay, so right here in the middle is 22. Okay, now for our standard deviation, okay, we know if we go 3 standard deviations out from 22, we're going to hit 34. Okay, so we can look at that. We can take that range. So 34 minus 22, okay, is going to give us this range. And if we divide by 3, which is going to be our standard deviations, okay, then we're going to end up with a standard deviation of 4. You could also, another way you could calculate it is just take the whole thing and divide by 6, because there's 6 standard deviations between 10 and 34. So it's all sort of up to you, okay, however you want to go about doing that, okay. So then from there, we have our mean, we have our standard deviation, and oops, where'd that come from? Why is that there? I don't know. Anyway, we know we want a margin of error of 2 hours, okay? So that means our 90% confidence interval. It's going to give us a Z star of 1.645, and we want a margin of error to be 2. So that means, just like we did on the last one, we clear up some space here. All right. Okay, we're going to have our margin of error is equal to our Z star times standard deviation of 4 over the square root of n. And we're once again going to solve this one with some algebra. Okay, comes out to n is equal to 10.824, which we're going to round that up, and means we need a sample size of 11 students.